Hi, my name is Melody Clark. I'm a Path of Art student ambassador, and this is the first time I've ever done this.
Well, so do you want to show us what we're going to make today?
We are going to be making memory wire bracelets. They retain their shape. You can put them on, take them off, and then they go back to the shape they were in. Sort of like an adult version of a slinky.
Yeah, they have the same structure.
Yes, that's what the memory wire looks like, and it's slinky.
So what do folks need to make the bracelets?
Well, you need to have a variety of beads. You can pick what you want. I have different beads, whatever you want. I have turquoise, seed beads, glass beads. You need the memory wire. You need to have either memory wire tools, which you bend the end with, or the needle nose pliers.
Mm-hmm.
And if the wire is too long and you get to the end that you want to stop, just a pair of cutters.
So do you want to jump in and show us what the first steps are?
Well, the first step is take the end of your memory wire and you put it in your tool and you bend it to get a circle, hooking it, and you keep doing that. And see how it's hooking? One more. There you have it closed.
Yeah, and that's so the beads don't fall off, right?
Yes, that's so you keep the beads on your memory wire bracelet. Otherwise, you'll be sliding them on and they'll be going right off.
Yeah.
They'll be going right off onto the floor. You don't want them off on the floor. Then you can, well, I have this foam board. I'll turn this. Okay, that's made especially to set up jewelry. Right now I have it set up for the bracelet in a design. So you pick up your beads and you slide it on.
Mm-hmm. And so if people don't have this special board, could they use like a bowl or something so they can get that curved shape?
Well, you don't have to have it in the curved shape. You can put it laid out on a paper towel, just in a line, so you get what you want it to look like. You can lay it out in a line. I just had this so it's in a curved shape.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be in a curved shape. It can be in a straight line. And then just so you can see what it looks like. And then if you don't like how it looks like, you can just change it. Like if I didn't like one of the color beads, I'd just take it out and put something else in there. And one of the things with memory wire is you just pull it, and it slides down like a slide so that you are always sliding it down. It just goes real fast. Except when you're using seed beads. Seed beads are very small, and there's a very lot of them, like that one I showed you a few months ago. That looks very, very easy to do, but it took a long time to make because there's so many of them. Because you can do more loops. You can do 1 or 2 loops, or you can do 8 loops. You can decide how many loops you put on a bracelet, because you decide. Because you can buy them already pre-made, or you can buy it in a package where you have a coil bisstick, and you cut it to what you want it to look like. They come in adult and child sizes. You can make them for your children. And when I make them from children, I get the beads made for children, like alphabets and animal shapes. Not the glass animal shapes, because there are some animal shapes that are adult size. Because I have dolphins and whales that are adults. Or you can get whimsical, like fairies and Pegasus and unicorns, things that children like. But the adult size will be too big for a child and will fall off.
So how long have you been making these bracelets for, Melody?
I've been making memory wire bracelets for about 5 years. I also make other types of jewelry, but these particular style bracelets I've been making for about 5 years.
Cool.
They're fun. They're easy to do. You can usually go into like Michael's or Joann's and go to the jewelry section, and you can find the tools. They have cutters made specifically for memory wire, and they have the memory wire there. They have the and then you have tons of beads there. You can pick to your heart's content, and they usually have sales. A lot of sales. I get a lot of beads on sale. Or there's bead stores. There's a bead store in Seattle that had tons of sales of gemstones. I don't know if it's still there because of the pandemic, but you just look it up on Amazon under memory wire, and you probably could get your tools that way a lot easier.
It's really fun to watch the beads go down in that circle.
Oh yeah, I love the little slide. It's mesmerizing.
Yeah, it's like playing marbles as a kid. Like there was that kid's toy that has the marbles that go down like a slide. It's kind of like that.
It's a very fun and quick. You see how quickly this is going, because it's a small loop.
So is there anything special about your beads that you chose for this one?
The beads I chose for this one were square glittery ones, and these little squat stars, little regular stars, these really cool looking, kind of almost oblong type barrel, and they're multicolored. And I just thought those were really cool looking. And then there was these barrel ones that are blue with stars on them. And they seem kind of magical to me. You always have to have some magic.
Yeah. Is there any kind of amount of beads that you hold in your hand before you let it slide down?
Well, it depends on how good your hand is. I have a wounded hand, so I tend to only put so many beads on at a time. If you have a good hand, you can put more on at a time. But as you notice, I'm going at a pretty good clip. It's almost done.
Yeah. It's a pretty quick little hobby that you can have and have a really beautiful product at the end.
Yeah, it's almost done. See how I only got that much wire left.
Yeah. Well, Melody, how long have you been a student at Path with Art?
I have been a student at Path with Art since 2013. And I have enjoyed being with Path with Art. I started out with choir, started out doing the choir. And then I started taking writing classes, poetry, and then I started with some short stories. And then I started taking drama, a lot of Shakespeare. I love Shakespeare. enjoyed taking my classes with Path of Art. It's helped me through a lot of trauma.
Mhm.
You guys have helped me through my domestic violence situation. So I have been very happy with that. And as you can see, we've only got that much wire left. Take your wire cutter, just cut a little tiny bit off.
And about
And
how
take
much should they have at the end?
that much.
Okay.
Then you take your tool, and once again, you start bending.
Do you know what that tool is called?
Off the top of my head, no. If you look up tools for memory wire, they'll have it listed there, because that's where I got this from. It has a different thicknesses, and then it has the shield to make it round. And so then you get a rounded, you get the roundness that you need. And then you have the loop, and you have your finished piece.
Awesome. Can you show us what it looks like when it's on?
Well, you put one end on, and voila.
Gorgeous. Is there anything else you want to tell the world about your bracelet or about Path with Art?
Well, Path of Art is a fabulous organization, and it has helped me through some very bad times, and I love it dearly, and I would recommend it with all my heart.
Oh, we are so appreciative of you being a part of our community, Melody. It's so wonderful to have you. And thank you for showing us how to make this bracelet.
You're welcome.